Hello and welcome to Eat Some Listeness, where normally you watch Kevin Online. My name is Arthur. Alright, that's an intro. Let's do this.
Hey everybody. I'm Arthur G of Remedy G.
Perfect. That is exactly how I would do it. Dude, we played Pokemon. We can talk about any spoilers. They're all off the table. We can talk about anything.
That's right. Okay, so this video is really late. We were supposed to record this like 2 weeks ago.
Who's counting?
Whatever. Yeah. So we both finished the game. I'm guessing that you did the post-game content. Did you do that?
Part of it. I still have yet to get the Shield Legendary. I have not done that yet.
So, did you hear the Toby Fox music yet?
No, or if I did, I don't remember it. So therefore, oh, wait, you know what? I think that's the one that plays at the end of each of these, at the battle tower. It's the battle music for every battle, I think.
Okay. Well, I don't know. I didn't play any of the post-game content. I was so frustrated. I was so frustrated by the end of the game that when I found out that like you got to go through this whole other thing to just to get the box legendaries, I was like, nope, putting the game away.
Yeah, they did a really weird job of like pacing things out and doing their order of events.
Okay. Alright, so the very first thing that I want to talk about is this thing that I've been holding on to for weeks. And I know you know what it is. Because I was messaging you at the exact same time that I was going through it. I was ready to just... God, okay. Alright. So, this is basically all spoilery stuff. The game's been out for weeks. A month now? Not yet, not quite. Yes or no? No, not quite, not quite.
It came out the 15th?
The 20th, I think, or 22nd.
Oh.
Yeah,
okay,
so
well.
we're not quite there at a month, but the game's been out for a good number of weeks now. So, spoilers. Okay. So at the very end of the game, you get all 8 badges. You're on your way. You're supposed to meet with Leon and stuff, and then all of a sudden Leon never shows up, and you have to go searching for Leon because it's so weird that he never showed up. And it's like super dramatic, like, oh my god, we gotta find Leon. And so you guys go, and then you finally, oh, hold on, no, you don't just find Leon. Fuck, what's her name? The assistant to Rose. She shows up, and she's like, no, you're not gonna meet Rose. No, as a matter of fact, I'm gonna give this guy with sunglasses, the key or something? Fuck, I don't remember.
Yeah, it was something like that.
Yeah.
But then he like runs off into the crowd and you gotta go play hide and seek with them.
Oh my god! Yes! Fuck that hide and seek game! Oh my god! Like,
bruh.
Immediately as you said
that was annoying.
Oh god!
The fucking elevator was annoying.
Oh! Yes! Okay, so you find them, and they're like, oh, you found me! It's time to battle! I'm like, no! No, give me the fucking key, I already beat you! So then he runs off! And then you do it 3 times, and then that 3rd time he's hiding in a telephone booth? Who fucking knows that he was supposed to be in the telephone booth? I'm like, oh! And then like...
Dude, okay. I remember exactly you were telling me, yeah, you know, I just really like how this entire game is all about the gym battles, and it's just all about having gym battles, and you gotta just go out there and be the best, because you gotta have gym battles. And it's like, yeah, that's about the general progression of the story is gym battle, the game. And then in the last 15 minutes, they're like, oh, by the way, there's this entire conflict that's been going on and needs resolution now. Last second. They're just like, we need to switch things up and on how we put things into the game. Let's do it the last minute. Print it, let's do it.
It wasn't even done in a clever way though. And then, like, it literally was. It was just like, okay, it's time to stop. It's like, oh god. And then so you find him, And then you finally go to where you're supposed to you know, like before the elevator, and then like a bunch of like the league people with sunglasses shows up, and I'm like thinking to myself, oh my god, am I gonna have to battle these guys again? And then like Marnie and her brother show up, and they're like, nah, we got this. And I'm like, oh thank god. But then you like going up the elevator, you're like fighting more of them. I'm like, oh, can I just get there? And we finally do. You finally get up there, and then Leon and Rose are just having a conversation, right? And it's just so anticlimactic. It's like, yeah, we need to do this, and he's like, oh well, I can help you with it after the league. You'll live to regret those words, Leon. Something, and he's like, yeah, whatever. All right, guys, let's go eat. And it was like, that was it. It was so fucking dramatic. Oh my god, Leon's gone. Oh, he never showed up. Oh, we found him. Yeah, let's go eat, guys. It's like, what? What was this?
just for them to be like, the next day, and it's like, oh, here we're about to battle. Hey guys, I'm here again. It's like, what? You could have just done this already. Like, we were all there. Just do it there. Don't be like, by the way, I'm still here.
Yeah, it was. That's honestly my biggest problem with this entire game. Like, everybody has like their little nitpicks about it. None of that really bothered me. It just felt like standard fare, and I didn't begrudge it. I was just enjoying the experience. I love that the story is generally short enough where like I was just able to like, you know what, I'm gonna sit down and play some Pokemon now. And every time I sat down and played, I always felt like I got enough accomplished that I could like just put the game down for a couple days and come back and then just keep going. Like it felt very good to do that. Like, I think like at one point, like I was just like, oh shoot, I already got 20 hours in the game. That's pretty nice, you know. And so the game feels like, pacing wise, it felt really nice up until like I was like, okay, I think I'm gonna finish Pokemon tonight or today, and then like you go through that. You called it. You said 15 minutes earlier. No, it was not 15 minutes. It was just pointless fluff. I hate it. I hate it so much. But other than that, how'd you like the game, Arthur?
Man, I'm gonna be honest. This has been one of the most fun Pokemon game experiences I've had, and I haven't even played it that much. I haven't even gotten too hardcore into it yet. The entire journey up through it has been fantastic. Like, oh my god, and the camping is so good.
Mm-hmm. Oh, camping's great. Yeah, camping's great.
I love it. The camping, the wild area with its free roaming camera, and the way they do the certain Pokemon at certain times of day and certain weather. The times of day could be different because the time of day in this game is all over the place.
Yeah, it just depends on where the story wants you to be, right? Okay, so like I said, literally once I finished the main story and the credits rolled, I was like, oh, I'm gonna go see how to get I'm gonna see if like you know, the box legendary is available to catch with the Master Ball. And when I found out they had turned into like an entire quest line, I was like, never mind. But so I put the game down, but I never played it enough to figure out if like the day and night system changed. Does it change after you beat the game?
No, I think, okay, so I don't actually know. I think what happens is the routes are in whatever thing they're supposed to be in. Like, I think they might even be permanently set, maybe. But I'm pretty sure the wild area adheres to your actual clock.
Okay.
I'm almost certain that that's what I read. I could be horribly wrong, and you might want to fact check and put it on screen, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, so basically this game is just 2 games stitched together, right? Like the wild area is just one part of the game. Like it's a game on its own, and then like everything surrounding it, where like the routes and the cities and stuff is just like old school Pokemon attached to this wild area Pokemon. Is that the way you see it, or no?
I mean, yeah, that's definitely a way you could see it. See, the best way I know to explain how I feel about it is that there are 2 Pokemon daycares. There's one on a route with a fixed camera so that you interact with it and move around it in traditional Pokemon form. However, there's also a daycare center on the wild area, which allows you to interact with one in a more modern form.
How does that one work?
The exact same way. There's literally no difference in function. It's just that it's on the wild area, so you can move your camera around as you interact with the people. Well, not like while you're in a dialogue box, but, you know, before and after the dialogue box, you're moving around, you move the camera.
Okay, that's what you meant by modern.
Yes, sorry, but yeah, I mean, so you get to experience one of the more key parts of the game in both forms. Other than that, the wild area is pretty barren. You definitely come for the Pokemon.
Yeah.
And I guess it's kind of cool at first.
So I don't remember if I said this in our first video discussion, but now that I have all of those badges and stuff, and I was able to go in and catch anything I wanted, did you have any trouble going and actually catching the Pokemon that you had in mind? Because I was running into this problem where, like, I was seeing Pokemon I wanted, and I was like, oh, there's this Haunter here. It's usually here around this time. I'm gonna go catch it so I can go make it into a Gengar and have it on my team. And then I beat it, and then it just never respawned later on. And I was like, okay, maybe I just gotta give it like a couple days or something, like real time type of thing. And no, it just never showed up again, and I completely missed out on catching that Haunter. And like I had plenty of opportunities, I just was not where I was supposed to be at badge wise. Did you have that problem?
Oh. At first, yeah. When I was like 5 badges in or so, and I'd run into something and I'd be like, oh, this would be so cool to play actually. And be like, oh no, you can't even attempt to catch it. You don't. Fine. But then I just got to where I pretty much breezed through the last few badges just so I could clear that hurdle faster.
Yeah. So what was your final team like when you beat Leon?
Let me see. Here at the Elite Four, whatever you did it screen. The Pokemon are as follows: Grimmsnarl, Grookey 3. I already forgot what his name is. I really forgot. Rillaboom. It's a Rillaboom. Colossal or whatever. The shoveled coal pile Pokemon that evolves from Roly-Coly. The bird. The actual Gigantamax form bird. The new night bird.
Oh, Corviknight?
Yeah, there you go. Quagsire, because his name is Bob. And then the apple pie dragon, because like he's an apple pie dragon. Am I not supposed to use him? I can't not.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna try and remember.
What was yours?
I'm trying to remember it at the top of my head because I don't have the game loaded up.
No.
Yeah. All right. So Cinderace, the final form of Score Buddy.
Sure.
Okay, then it was not the apple pie dragon, but the one that you get in Sword.
Flapple.
Yes.
I love his name. Yes.
Yeah.
Flapple.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I really loved him. I ended up using him a lot in my team. I never actually changed him out, and he was like, he just felt really versatile. Well, that was one of the things in this game is that I kept changing the team. Like, I think like the more so in this game than any other Pokemon game. I actually would switch out my party members constantly. I got SwSh, and I used them one or two times, and I took him out the team. And I kind of like, oh, that doesn't seem right. It's, it's SwSh, but I gave him up at some point. Okay, so it's Sapple, Cinderace, Lapras. I remember I had Lapras.
Nice.
Yeah, and it's actually the first time I used Lapras since I was a kid, dude. When like in Gen 2. And like in Gen 2 I only had Lapras because of the animation when you're surfing. Like, I just, like, in my head I really just wanted that to actually be Lapras. So but yeah, like I was trying to catch Gyarados and I couldn't. I kept getting, like, for whatever reason I just wasn't able to. And I seen a Lapras and I'm like, oh hell yeah! So I got Lapras. Weavile, the evolved form of Sneasel.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, that was, I've always liked Sneasel. I've always loved the Pokemon. I just never had an opportunity to have it in my team, and I just figured that because it was probably like my least used Pokemon on my team, and it just didn't feel very strong. So I was like, oh, maybe if I evolve it to Weevil, I'll use it more. But it didn't turn out to be the case. Okay, so alright. Lapras, Cinderace, the not apple pie dragon, Spore, Weavile. Okay, so I'm missing the fifth one was the legendary, not the one that you fight against Rose or during the Rose conflict. I ended up
Eternatus?
I ended up using that one.
Yeah, I called him. I didn't call him this. That's just what I call him. I didn't nickname him this. So I call him Shrimp Dragon because he looks like a giant, like a giant tempura shrimp, but for a dragon.
Mm-hmm. I feel like that one just looks the most like Digimon. It actually reminds it legitimately reminds me of Skull Greymon. And then I'm trying to remember.
For some reason, he Gigantmoxes into a giant hand.
Master Hand. I legitimately cannot remember who the sixth one is, so I'm gonna look him up while you talk about something.
All right, let me see. Well, I'm a little frustrated with the way that the max raid battles go, because you basically have to be able to get human players after you get 8 badges anyways. Because after you beat the game, like, you just find nothing but strong stuff. So, like, yeah, maybe you can take down some of, like, 5 stars with just you and one other person. So it's like, oh, you get a friend together and you hang out and y'all do max raid battles all day. Okay, that's fine. But, oh my god, like, me and 2 other people failed against a Butterfree.
Were you ever able to catch the Gigantamax Butterfree?
No.
I tried.
I finally was able to defeat one, get a chance to catch it, and it broke free of the ball.
So I tried 3 times and I was never able to catch it, and I wanted it super bad. I wanted to take it with me to the league. Oh, Bolton! Yep. Bolton.
Oh yeah.
Oh no! Okay. So my final team was Bolton, Flapple, Lapras, Gallade, Cinderace, and Eternatus.
Nice.
Yeah, I completely forgot about Gallade. Yeah, so I didn't have Weevil on my team. I remember I carried him for a very long time, and I ended up switching him out for Gallade. And I think no. I switched out Weevil for the legendary that you fight during the Rose conflict. Gallade was the one that I switched out for Sir Knight because they were both fighting types, except Gallade has the psychic also.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's what happened there.
I ended up dropping Rillaboom for Apple Pie Dragon. They were on the same team for a while, and then finally I just had to let Rillaboom go.
Nice.
Yep, poor Sap. He took it well, though. Like a champ.
Very good. Alright, okay, so you were talking about these two characters that you didn't like the way they looked or something?
Yeah. You haven't even met them yet, unless you started some of them. But when you do the post game, you are introduced to Shieldbert and Swordbert. I don't know if that's actually their names. I don't care. They have stupid hair. When you meet them, you know who they are. They're going to go down in Pokemon history, I'm sure, as one of the stupidest looking characters in the world.
Is it one of those things where these characters have their hair like modeled after like who they're supposed to be representing? Like
Yes.
the box legendaries?
Yes, the guy's hair looks like the Shield logo, and the other guy's hair looks like a Shield logo. Or a shield. Like, they look stupid. I hate it.
It sounds awful.
It is.
I kind of want to look them up.
Oh, boy. You better put that camera on your face. Don't actually, unless you really want to, I guess. But, yeah, it's bad. I hate them.
What are their names, or how would I even look them up?
Shieldbert? Here, I'll see if I can find him. I hate him.
Oh god! Oh god! That's so bad!
Yep, you found him.
What the hell? What
Baby boy, you found him. Bruh, they stepped out on the camera, and I'm just like, this is what you're going with, huh?
God.
You sat down for a board meeting and said, look, we need some post-game guys because we forgot about the whole climax at the end. And now we need some people to talk about. Oh, it's called Sword and Shield. Let's just give two generic people who look like businessmen, give them a sword haircut and a shield haircut. They're like, give this man a raise, print that, put that in the game. We need it in all the games, all the copies. Sign off on it. I need 10.
Look, the shield one, it's silly nonetheless. But oh my god, the sword one. Oh no!
Is that some L'Oreal in your hair, or are you just happy to see me?
We are the new kings of Galar. We're the descendants of the first kings. So when I heard about these characters, because I know that there's some people that you meet, but I never looked at the character designs. I just assumed that it was gonna be some Naruto, Sasuke type of like things, because like the two of them are supposed to be descendants of like the first shinobi or something. I don't know if you know that, but that's kind of like their whole gimmick at the end of the story. And I was just like, oh, it's gonna be like Naruto and Sasuke. This is way worse.
Yeah, they're definitely not Sasuke.
Oh man, I gotta click away because I can't stop laughing. So, one of the things that kind of put me off during the post game, or not the post game, but it was like the second half of the. I didn't play the post game. During the second half of the main story was that after you get to the exclusive gym with on your game it was Alistair, and mine's it was B. Like everyone from all the gym leaders afterwards, they have Gigantamax Pokemon. And I kind of didn't like that because I was like, oh, I want one, but I just had like this generic Dynamax Pokemon. I just wish they were like a little. I just wish it was a little bit easier to get them.
I would say it's kind of weird. You would think there at the very least, would be one mandatory story one.
And there wasn't.
Yeah, that's weird. I didn't even think about that. I was just like, man, this is bullshit. I want a Gigantamax too. I was in that same boat.
Yeah, precisely. Even up until the final battle with Leon and and his special Charizard, which I fucking love. But anyways, so I wanted to ask you, all right, your top 3 favorite gym leaders and your top 3 worst favorite gym leaders.
Top 3 of my favorites. I would die for them. Why does it say Marnie is a gym leader?
Oh, she becomes a gym leader towards the end of the game. She's the one that takes over the
Oh shit, son! Top one. Dead there. She's so hot. I love her. I will die
Marnie?
for her. Yes,
I love
her. Hell yeah. I did not. Oh no, I did get her in Shield. Melanie. Cause she's thick. She's the thick one that you were like, I wish they didn't show her, but then you didn't even play her because you were in Sword. You
right.
got Gordy.
Yeah.
You got Gordied. I don't know. I guess it's a tie between either Nessa or Milo.
Nessa or Milo? Alright.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't consider Marley the gym leader just because, I mean, it's just something that happens at the end. Like if they come out with like Sword Shield 2 or you know, something like that, and we get to come back and play the Galar region again with these new gym leaders, I'd be super down for that, and I low-key want that since they took the time to say, hey, you know, Hal 2 is gonna be he's gonna be a Pokemon professor or something, you know? Like, I want to come back when he is a professor, and I want to see like a more grown-up Marnie where you know, she's a gym leader and stuff. Like, I love Marnie. She's definitely my favorite character in the game, but not in the way that everybody else seems to. I like her in the, like, oh, I want her to be my little sister and I want to protect her from like bad things. That's
from bad things.
Yeah. So my favorite gym leaders, definitely Milo.
It'd be a sin if you didn't pick Milo at this point.
I know. I have to die on that hill.
He's a good boy.
Dude,
greens.
I got this comment the other day from the let's meet Milo video, right?
Yeah.
Where when he Dynamaxes his Pokeball, he pats it, dude. I don't know if you noticed that.
Yeah.
But I got this commenter that tells me like, oh, when he patted the Pokeball, I nearly fainted. I'm like, what? He does that? So I went to go look, and I'm like, oh my god, that's too good. He's such a good boy.
He is a good boy.
All right, so yeah, definitely Milo and Pierre. And my final and Opal, the old lady. She was my third favorite. So it's Milo.
Her quizzes were kind of funny.
Yeah, she kind of reminds me of like on Sun and Moon where it's like the fire not gym challenge where like there's like hey, there's these 3 pictures, what's the difference? You remember that?
Oh my god, and I love that. That was, and then they're like, what's the difference? And then it's like the most obvious thing. They just threw them in there out of nowhere. Oh god.
Yeah, so her gym kind of reminded me of that. Yeah, so it's Pierre, Milo, Pierre's, and Opal. Opal, I liked her just because of like her whole gimmick and the thing that she did with the bead. Like that was fun. And like they're like, dude, you're not pink enough, so maybe not you, but if I see somebody else, and you're like, oh, he's definitely pink, I want him. And then he comes out, and when Bead comes out at the end of the game, he's like, this lady put me through freaking hell. I need to challenge you to see if it was all worth it.
Oh yeah, you wouldn't believe what she does.
Yeah, so it was cool. It was cool.
Yeah, I loved seeing Opal. Oh my god, he's so pink, and just running up to him and like fangirling over him in the middle of the street.
Dude, and she did it so creepily too. Yeah. Like she gets all up in his personal space.
Let me measure you right here in public.
Yeah, it was awesome. And you know, Milo, I obviously have like a personal connection with him. So,
Sure,
like,
he's your bro. I got you.
Yeah, yeah. And then Pierre's, I just like the whole like connection with like, you know, the whole connection to Marnie. And like, you know, obviously being her older brother, like, and then, you know, being the musician of the group, and then him helping you at the end, like yeah, you like before we started recording, you were like, Team Yell is garbage, but I feel like he kind of savages the Team Yell for me. I like that he just more so than Rose's rival, the dragon one, Raihan. Like Pierre actually fucking helps you. He becomes part of the story, and he's just like a character that just shows up at the end, you know. So I don't know. Between those three, those are my favorite, and then my least favorite is Gordy. I didn't like Gordy. I hated his gym. It was like, I don't know how it was on your game, but when you get to the it was like a rock gym, I think.
Yeah.
It's like a sandstorm. It's like a sandstorm, and you have to use like the
item finder.
Yeah, the item finder type of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're supposed to use that to navigate through the game. Is that the same way on yours?
Sort of. You use the item finders to walk over ice and know if it's gonna collapse under you or not. And if you do, you just start over.
Okay. Yeah, it's basically the same thing. It's just replacing with sand.
The fighting in Ghost Gym did the same thing for that too, where they were like pinball or something. You would move the ball.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that was cool. I like that.
Yeah, it was alright. I didn't really care for the Cabo guy, the fire guy. He just seems.
I'll get to him.
Oh,
I'll get to him. But but let me just finish my list first.
Yes, you're right. I'm sorry.
So yeah, Gordy, he just kind of shows up at some point, and he's just like and like his animation when you're battling, where he's like he has his back towards you with his head over his shoulder to battle you. Like, I just thought that was so pretentious. I hated it. I was like, who the hell battles like that? And it was enough that it bothered me. And like, it was enough that it bothered me, and I did not like him. And then plus I hated the gym challenge.
Yeah, the ice
that,
variant was a pain in the ass too.
The second one is B. Now, I know that that's probably gonna get me some hate, because a lot of people like B just based off of her character design, but she has no character!
Damn, son, coming out hard with the gate. I have no idea. I didn't play Sword, so I don't know about her.
I don't know how it was for Alistair, but B has no character. She literally just shows up. The first time you see her, she shows up at the gym. Like at the end of your challenge, like she shows up to challenge you, and then I think you fight her at the end before when you're on your way to fight Leon. But like, other than that, she has no semblance in the story. At least with Nessa, like, oh, go meet me at the by the light tower or whatever. Like, B doesn't even have that. Like she just talks to you, and it's like very, very, I don't know, very simple dialogue. She doesn't come out later on, and she's just so whatever. Like, it really disappointed me, because like they took the time, the staff or the advertisers or whoever, they took the time to tell you like, hey, this is a character in the game. No, she's not a character. She's literally just a wall. Like a very cute, nice designed wall.
Yeah, Alistair was somewhat similar, was that he talked with a lot of ellipsis to convey that he was shy. So he's shy. That's his personality. There you go. We're done here. That's it. I don't think he ever takes his mask off for any reason. Yeah.
And then somebody on Twitter told me like, oh, just wait, B has a moment, and I'm like,
when?
I don't know. I don't know. I'm sorry, guy, but I did not like B. I mean, the design's fine.
Don't
whatever,
be
but...
so harsh. No, I'm joking.
And then finally, Raihan.
Who's that? The dragon guy?
Yes.
Oh, dude, the dragon guy's trash. We're in the year 2020 of, well, not yet, but we're gonna be in the year 2020 of like 8 generations of Pokemon with 8 generations of dragons, and you're telling me this guy's not using a full team of dragons and he's the last gym leader in the 8th generation? I know this is your list. I'm sorry. I forgot about him. That's how bad he is. He's a
okay.
Oh.
So all right. So I have like very specific reasons. So when he first appears in the story, I liked him. He kind of reminded me of the Rock gym leader from X and Y. Like when I seen him, I'm like, oh yeah, he's totally gonna be like so and so from X and Y when he comes out in the anime, because he talks to you like all politely, he like welcomes you and stuff, and he's like, oh, you can't challenge me yet, but you know you will. By the way, I'm Leon's rival. I'm the only guy that Leon sees worthy of being a rival. And so he takes you to to show you like the artifacts that they have and stuff, or like the paintings of the legendary heroes and stuff, and like all of that was fine. I was on board for it, but then once you actually go to battle him, like he just kind of like changes he changes personalities. Like he has like this whole thing where he's like really into his appearance and stuff. Like he's like, oh, I'm super cool.
Oh yeah.
Like where he's like takes a selfie before he Dynamaxes or Dynamax.
Dude, I thought that was funny. That was funny.
No, I didn't like it. I thought it was like fuck you, dude.
Who's this cocky asshole?
Yeah, exactly. I think, you know what? I think that he probably did a better job of being the jerk rival than B did. Because at least when I beat him, I felt really good about it, because I really didn't like Raihan.
Hard.
And then you beat him, and I believe I took a screenshot. It said he's like, I might have lost, but I still look good. Maybe I should snap a quick selfie. Like, what?
I took a screenshot of that exact second too when he took a selfie.
Nice. Yeah, I just didn't like his personality. And then like when you're battling him, like just similar to Gordy's pose, like where he's kind of like he's kind of like hunched over, and he's kind of like balancing back and forth, like behind you, like it's fine what it is, but it's just like his personality up until the battle was just so different than where you were in the battle. So it just felt like it was 2 different characters, and Raihan outside of the battle is, I mean, I kind of like him. You're just like, oh, okay, well he's Leon's friend. He's a pretty chill dude, whatever. But then I don't know, when he was in the battle, he bugged me the most. I just feel like he has 2 personalities, and I didn't really like it. Like, it's definitely a real thing where like people are very chill, but then like they have like this competitive nature within them, and it shows you like they could be the nicest people, but once you're like in a competition with them, like they turn into these like assholes, and I'm sure that that's what they were going for with this guy, but I didn't like it. I just didn't like it, and I thought he was the worst character in the team in the game. Not really, but you know, as far as you know what? He's just somebody that I love to hate, because you know there are other gym leaders that just don't really leave an impact, and they're probably worse because they don't leave an impact. But as far as Raihan goes, he's gonna be that guy that I'm gonna continue to love to hate as long as he's relevant.
I just can't believe he doesn't have a full team of dragons.
Yeah, and there's that too. I mean, didn't he? And then he had like a Torkoal, right?
Yeah, that's just sad. That's like three strikes. You're out, Rayan. You're out, bud.
Yeah, and then you had to fight him twice. Yeah, no. I had to fight him, and then I had to fight. What's his name? No. God, no. I had to fight B. I was like the two gym leaders that I didn't like.
You know what I think would have been really cool? The gym leaders they left out, like, you played Sword, so therefore you got B instead of Alistair. But what if, during the Elite Four situation, you got Alistair and Melanie? So, like, the gym leaders you get them in the Elite Four. That'd be so cool, I think. They should have done that.
Is there an Elite Four in this game?
No, it's in the tournament, the Champion Cup or whatever. But in the Champion Cup, Nessa fights you again, and then Bay or Alistair fights you again, and then Rand fights you again. So, I just think it would have been cool if instead of Alistair, I fought Bay, and instead of Bay, you would have fought Alistair. Like, they I don't know, it just seems like they should have done that. So, a way to fit everyone into... I guess that kind of defeats the version exclusivity.
Yeah, but, you know, like, you're not challenging them in the gym, you know?
Yeah. I don't know, I just think it would have been cool.
Yeah. Like they're still exclusive to the gyms, but you know you get to fight them in this other occasion.
Yep.
I don't know.
I love doing max raid battles.
I mean, I still really like the game.
Yes.
It was just one of those things that when I was done with it, I was definitely done with it. I'm
still absolutely gonna load this game up from time to time, just to walk around in the wild area, just to play.
I think I'm gonna pick up Shield, and if they don't, and I mean, I really hope that they don't announce another Pokemon game next year. Like, I really hope that they take like a year off or something.
Yeah.
But if they do that, I'm probably gonna pick up Shield just to try it later on and kind of like go into Galar again. And I don't know, because I really want to see that side of the game. But as far as now, I'm pretty good. I have my Pokemon fix, and it was really enjoyable. Once I finished the game, I was like, okay, well, it's time to go back to the backlog and continue playing Dragon Quest or whatever. And it was good. It was good. I definitely had my gripes with the game, but I don't hate it. I actually really love this game.
Yeah, I was not at all worried at all about the lack of no national decks. Like there are instances where I was like, oh, you know, there's not really a good new this type Pokemon, but they have a really good version of an old one, which I like that one, but I'm trying to use only new Pokemon. And there wasn't like a really good water one. Although by now I found one, I just haven't gotten it yet.
Yeah, I didn't really bother playing in the lakes and stuff, like to see the new Pokemon, just because like the ones that were floating around, none of those really caught my interest. So that's kind of how I ended up with Lapras. But overall, my team was a bunch of Pokemon that either they were new, or there were Pokemon that I've never used before, except for maybe Lapras. But even so, like, I still really enjoyed having Lapras on my team.
Was it a Gigantamax Lapras?
No, it was just like a random wild Lapras. Yeah. Actually, the only Gigantamax Pokemon that I encountered was the Mothra Butterfree.
Yeah, I ran into.
And I couldn't catch it.
Yep, didn't get the first one, and the second one broke free.
Pretty much the same thing happened to me.
So, we just had an entire edition of brand new Pokemon. Top 5 favorite new Pokemon. What do you got?
New Pokemon, huh?
Only new ones.
Alright.
None of that old shit.
Only new. Okay. Alright, so top new Pokemon. Let me see. Definitely number 1 is Raboot. I love Raboot. I didn't really like Cinderace that much, but that's just kind of like, I've always just leaned with the middle evolutions of Pokemon normally.
Yeah, Charmeleon is way cooler.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. I always thought that as a kid too. All right, so yeah, reboot. Bolton, dude, when you're camping and you're playing with Bolton and he like catches the ball, it's just like literally a dog, and I'm all for it because like he in the campsite he just acts like a dog. It's like you're actually camping with your best boy next to you. Well, my Bolton was a girl, but still, you know.
I love camping. I cannot believe. I want to believe that that's why they cut certain Pokemon, not just for the battle rebalancing, but also so they didn't have to animate them in camping. Oh, like, there is an insane amount of interactions they do.
I don't know. You go first, man.
Alright, let me bring up the list. I got a list of all the Galar Pokemon. I'm trying to find the ones that don't include old Pokemon, too. Let's see. I do like Rillaboom, but I still think Grookey is like the best out of all of them. Like, starter wise, he just looks adorable. Oh man. Like there's like Corviknight's okay, but he's not that great. And then like all these Volbeat or whatever, like that's an old Pokemon. Okay, I didn't really care for Obstagoon. I just think it was cool. Like, I really do like the Zigzagoon and Linoon look with a star in their eye, and they got little punk rocker looks. Like, they're pretty adorable.
Mr. Mime looks really cool in this game, but he's not new.
No, but he does evolve into Mr. Yeah, is that what they call him, right? Mr. Rhyme?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Yeah, that was interesting. I certainly didn't see that coming. Man, I'm still scrolling through and all I see are old Pokemon like Hitmonlee and Hitmonchan. Come on, dude, where's all the new stuff?
The new Pikachu in this game, or Peko, the one that Marnie had.
Oh.
I liked it. I kind of wanted one in my team, but I never came across it.
I never came across a Gigant Maxable Centiskorch, but that's the one I wanted and I never got to use. Roly-Coly, definitely one of the top 5s. I don't know how many I picked so far, but definitely Roly-Coly. He's adorable.
Roly-Coly?
Yes. Oh my god, adorable little boy.
So I feel like, you know, if anybody actually makes it to this part, and we're like naming our Pokemon, and people, I can just imagine people being like, "Where's Wooloo?" And I'm like, Wooloo's okay.
Bruh, Wooloo is like high meme material and that's it. Like, other than that, I get it. It's a cute sheep, but come on, bruh. There's like...
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. Wooloo is cute, but...
Grimmsnarl.
Yeah.
In both name and the way it looks are incredibly awesome. Grimmsnarl. That's a
Never
Pokemon.
heard of it. Oh, okay.
It is a dark fairy Pokemon. You remember Impidimp?
I want to say yes, but no.
The big red face, sticking his tongue out, little looking guy.
Oh yeah. Ah, yeah, that one's cool.
Yes.
Yeah, I like it.
Grimmsnarl is like this huge Onimusha demon looking thing, and it's just, it's so cool looking. And Dark Fairy is just a good typing, I think.
Yeah, I definitely liked it too. I wanted one for the team, but I don't know. I don't think I ever went back to catch it. Or I did catch it, but I just didn't. I never swapped them out with anybody else. Yeah. So I was trying to get a list of the Pokemon that were exclusive to Galar, but I didn't find out a very good list except for like the ones that everybody knew about, like through the media and stuff, like through advertising and shit.
Yeah, I don't know why. Like, all I could find is a full-on Pokedex. The Copper horse, I understand it's supposed to be an important thing of the game, but I just think it looks stupid. Oh, Cramorant. The water-flying pelican-looking bird that can sometimes show up on the game with a Pikachu in its mouth.
Yeah, I love seeing screenshots of it. I never came across one in the wild though.
Man, I'm about to go look for
But,
one.
yeah.
Let me tell you, that is hilarious. I want one with a Pikachu in its mouth all the time.
Yeah, that one was really cool. You know what? I don't have a top 5, man. I'm just gonna leave it at as Reboot, Bolton, and Morpeko. Top 3.
I like the way that Galarian Rapidash looked, but that's also not new.
Okay, all right. So, is it okay to move on, or did you still want to name some Pokemon?
Just one last one. I hate Askew. I can't stand it.
Who?
The Penguin? He might be a Sword or even a Shield exclusive. I'm not entirely sure. But it's a Penguin. He has an ability called Ice Face. And apparently what that...
Yeah, I heard a lot of...
Apparently what it does is it has a protective barrier that protects against physical attacks once and will change form to Noise Face after breaking. Okay, so... But that looks like an actual thing. He has a giant block of ice for a face.
Mm-hmm.
I just... I don't like it. It's a penguin Pokemon, and I would have liked like an actual cute penguin, and we get a penguin with a giant ice block on its face. Now that I've actually figured out what his ability is, it's like I see what you're going for. Ha ha ha, cool, whatever. But it's just so disappointing. It's a penguin with a giant block of ice for a face.
I heard a lot of people ripping on it during or like on Twitter and stuff, but I never saw it. But it's whatever.
It is what it is, and it ain't what it ain't.
No.
The one I don't like the most, and I have to say this right now because I just came across them on the list, Clobbopus and Grappaloct. Cool names, but they're octopi, and they're not water type. And you even encounter them in the water, wherein they are very fast in the water.
Is that the Pokemon that I took a screenshot of while fighting, and I was like, oh, this one's really cool. What a cool design.
I think so. Maybe. Probably.
Mm-hmm.
I like their design.
So.
Clobbopus is adorable. He would be adorable in camp, but he's not water type, and it bothers me.
Is it just pure fighting?
Yes, somehow.
Well, I mean, Farfetch'd isn't like lion type at all.
Oh my god, you're right.
Alrighty, Arthur, I think I'm pretty much done. Do you have anything else you want to say?
I'm just scrolling through this list, and it baffles me why Ran doesn't use more dragons. There's so many dragons in this region. Ugh. It was also painful trying to use Mawile for like a hot minute until I realized she's not going to Mega Evolve. It's not worth it.
I had that moment of realization too when I came across a Mawile, and I was like, yeah, no.
Mawile by itself was unfortunately not that great, but my god, when you could Mega them, watch out.
Exactly.
Alright, I guess I missed Mega Evolution, but I love the new Pokemon games, and overall I have to say they were a fun time.
I agree. Alright, so we're good. I'm good. You good?
Dude, we good.
I'll talk to you next time, fam. This is Pokemon. Oh wait, you're gonna finish us since you introduced us.
Like, comment, subscribe, and hug your mama. Bye-bye!
Ding 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 ding.
What the
I was trying to do the J Plus music.
I love the little flares he put into the song. It was so good.
There you go. Bye, ciao.
Greninja wins!